LA the safari guide.
Oh yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite ones. Like, how did
Oh
that
my
come
gosh.
about?
That one was so much fun to shoot.
Yeah,
Like if any of your listeners don't know, basically we set up an LA, like there's all these like celebrity home tours and stuff in LA and these bus
yeah,
tours you can take. So we set up one called the LA Wildlife Tour, where it was like a tour van and we drive around Los Angeles looking for wildlife just in the city. And so we had this van painted with like California wildlife, like bears and bobcats and stuff. And then we set it up like it was a real tour, and we got tourists that got in. And then I just drove them around basically looking for like squirrels and raccoons and domestic dogs, and we didn't see anything. But we had we always have to like book people for this stuff like as if it's like a tour. Like our human interest department is like amazing, and our production assistants who like help coordinate all this craziness, and I just show
yeah.
up and do my thing. But we had a group of like 10 people on this tour, and they had a whole other tour group lined up because we were sure no one would put up with this for that long. We're gonna have to cut. These people are gonna get angry. And we never had to go to the second group. We literally from like started at 5 p.m. and for like 2 hours as it got dark out, I drove these people around like Sherman Oaks and downtown LA and looked under bridges at pigeons and stuff. And like, and they would, the greatest thing is like when I get off the van for a moment or two and we have microphones so you can hear them like talking to each other about me. And
Yeah.
it's so funny. Yeah.
I love to when there was like a dog, like this little tiny dog, and they were like not friendly, and you were like, everyone back up.
Yeah.
So funny. Are you sure you haven't done improv? I don't know. I mean, it's
I've
pretty
never
good.
done improv. Yeah, I mean that there's a lot of improv in the Kevin the Cashier bits and those, but
Yeah.
yeah, I've never done like long or short form improv like in a theater.
Yeah. I would laugh so hard doing the Kevin the Cashier. Like,
Yeah, there's been they don't make it into the like final cut often, but
yeah.
there's two that actually made it into the final cut where you can actually see me start to break. There was when I worked at Michael's, there was this lady who wanted to return like yarn,
Yeah.
and she took it like it had like a tube like holder, and then it had this very like phallic wrapped like yarn,
Yeah.
and we're taking out looking at for the like barcode, and then I said I have to put it back in, like hold this part, and she held like the receptacle, and I was just trying to jam the thing back in, and I almost started laughing. And then the other one was at PetSmart. I was showing people pictures of my pets on my phone.
Yeah.
They were all like double entendres. I was like, "Do you want to see my lizard? Do you want to see my snake? Do you want to see my weasel? Do you want to see my hog?" And when I said, "Do you want to see my hog?" like you could see it like by the
Yeah.
corners of my mouth. It was difficult to keep my composure during that.
No, you're so good at them. Like, was there a favorite one that you I know you've done so many now, but
Ooh, it wasn't I don't think it was branded as a Kevin the Cashier, but we did like an integration with Scotch tape or something where I did gift wrapping at Michael's.
yeah.